Carla, a must-win game tomorrow. How have the boys pulled up after pretty energy-sapping conditions in Brisbane on Tuesday?
Considering the conditions and the state of the pitch, the boys have pulled up quite well. A couple of them were a little bit sore from the hardness of the ground, but they're all looking forward to the last game on Saturday night.
There's not much you can do about the other results, but how important is it to stay focused and at least make sure that you get your job done?
Yeah, look, that's all we've tried to do most of the season is to focus on ourselves, back ourselves in the way that we want to play football, and if we get things right, we're still in with a shot.
You touched on in the lead up and then after the Brisbane game about setting up slightly more defensively and more in transition. Was that just to set up for the Raw, or is that something you looked at?
Yeah, no, it was more for that game. We knew we had 3 games, and the City game, we can't sort of sit too back against them. They're a very good side with good players on the ball, so we have to be a bit more aggressive with our pressing against City. So look, we'll go a little bit differently against City than what we did against Raw.
You saw the likes of Archie and Zach sit on the bench to start the game. Are they likely to come back into the 11?
Yeah, look, we'll go with our strongest side, and they're both in our strongest team. So look, we need to go all out on Saturday. There's nothing left that we can leave in the tank. We have to give everything. So we'll be going there to full focus with our best 11 to get us the 3 points. Traditionally,
Melbourne City away has been a game that, for some reason, Adelaide seemed to do well in. Are you hoping that some of that luck sort of passed across from the results today?
Yeah, look, it's both teams are going to play football. They're both going to be pressing, so it's going to be an entertaining game. And I suppose the side that plays the better football is going to win. Look, we know that if we're nice and aggressive with our pressing and get the ball down and play, that we're a very good side and we'll back ourselves.
How are you feeling? Obviously, when you had your last game here, I know you were saying there was a chance of semi-final. Now that's not going to be possible. Even coming to here for training today, what was the emotions like looking at the screen? Yeah,
it's all fine. I'm sure it won't be the last time I'm here. So look, our focus is on that Melbourne City game on Saturday night, and then we'll worry about what we need to after that.
Do you use that, and also we'll see what happens with the likes of Issa and players that are sort of coming to the end of their careers, might be last game at the club for a lot of guys. Do you use that as a motivator of wanting to finish on a high?
Yeah, look, I'm sure the players will want to go out on a high. We've got a couple of players that are coming towards the end of their careers. Look, our motivation has to be for everyone to be their best, and that's all I ask of the players is to be their best and give 100% for the club.
I think you said after the Brisbane game, it's a bit of the story of the season, which it kind of was in many respects. How frustrating has this last 2 months been for you, and has it almost been a case of feel like you're changing things but getting the same result, even though you play well and won't get the result, then other games you won't get a performance?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we've over the course of the year we've made too many mistakes that have cost us goals, and that's an unfortunate thing in football. And look, we'll go there confident on Saturday night and put our best foot forward, and hopefully we can get 3 points.